I win.
Yeah,
I win.
I'm here, my boy Kwarme,
Yes.
the man that was busting
I'm
my
your boy
eardrums
now,
throughout
yeah?
the watch
I'm your
along.
boy.
Yeah, you are my boy, man.
course,
But you
of
was
course.
bursting my eardrums,
because
man.
it was an
You were animated. You were emotional, like
emotional
all of us,
game.
to be fair.
Yeah.
How do we start? I mean, let's start with the team selection. Did you think you got the team right?
Yeah, on paper, it looked like he got it right to set up against Newcastle. I was happy with the defence. Obviously, Mascara started next to Gabriel, Calafiori, Timber, solid, Zubimendi, Rice.
Because you were in favour of that, weren't you? I know
Yeah.
you were one of the few that was saying, look. Actually, no. Let me
I was
rewind.
saying, I wanted Mascara to start because I felt that he
exactly.
was better. He had been better throughout the season next to Gabriel. Saliba's just come off the back of an injury. Arteta's come out and said Saliba's got issues with his ankle and it's not yet fixed. So I'm like, why are we risking Saliba? Rest him. And especially when Mascara was doing well. The question I had was obviously Mascara being brought off at halftime, which we'll talk about, or just after halftime, and then Trossard starting on the left, because I feel like that was an area that we could have done a bit more. We could have been a bit more braver, putting Eze there on the left instead of the 10.
Yeah, I know you were saying that.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you're happy with the team selection, pretty much.
Yeah.
For the most part. We start the game. I thought we started quite well, quite ambitious. We looked quite fluent, created a couple of chances as I had a couple of shots on goal. Yeah. And then we get to around about the 15-minute mark, the controversial decision regarding the penalty. Now, I'm going to ask you what you thought about the penalty and the penalty decision.
To me, it was a stonewall penalty. Regardless of what side it was on, it was a stonewall penalty. Gyökeres managed to anticipate, I think, a short back pass. Pope comes out. Gyökeres puts the ball past Pope. And for me, from the naked eye, I looked at it and I thought, yeah, that's a pen. But then I've got these lab, I don't even know what I like to call them, like these guys in the lab in Stockley Park that are going through every minute detail. The same way they'd done it last season or the season before when the ball is the ball on or off. Then we had Gary Neville coming out saying, oh yeah, look, if you look at a different angle. So you have to understand the reactions that I was having was from all the times where I feel like we've been the justice hasn't been there for Arsenal. I think Bukayo Saka came out and he said something as well. Because everyone thought it was a penalty. Even the commentators thought it was a penalty. But no, even the ref. But they said no in VAR. Stockley Park, they said no, it's not. We're going to overturn it. And that's, again, it frustrates me just from a footballing point of view because I want the game to flow. I want the game to be fair. I want it to be competitive. But when you've got people that are, I don't know, they're looking for something against us, you have to take it personal. So I understand why after that decision, the players then, their heads were gone in the sense they lost concentration. They took their foot off the gas and they allowed Newcastle back into the game. And that gave the impetus for Newcastle faithful, St. James, to obviously become the 12th man again. So, yeah, we could...
Do you think, because I was of the opinion that Arsenal perhaps felt a little bit sorry for themselves for too long and allowed the game to drift, or if not drift, their levels dropped to me. To me, it was obvious. There was an obvious correlation between the penalty decision not going our way and our levels dropping. Now, for me, I think that situation persisted for too long. I was saying on the stream that teams with elite mentality, okay, for 4 or 5 minutes, there's a little sulk and whatever, but then you've got to try
I think also,
you think I'm being unfair, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of teams...
Oh, thanks.
Oh, yeah, it started yet. I feel like a lot of teams that had that done to them, their heads would be down, and then also Newcastle would have gained advantage.
Yeah, but our heads were down until the 84th minute.
Our heads, okay, like you're saying it like our heads were down, but then you're showing me stats about how we dominated or how good we were. We wasn't lucky. So when you're looking at how many shots we had on target, how much possession we had, we was clearly the more dominant side throughout. Throughout we was. The issue is they nicked a goal and then we had to obviously chase it and obviously try and get 2 goals. And again, the reason why I was not negative. I was just like, I'm looking at the facts, people, and I'm looking at the past. Yeah, history always repeats itself in the sense of Liverpool dropped points. Last season, Liverpool dropped points in October. We dropped points in a game, I think, against Everton. Liverpool dropped points in November to Man United. We dropped points. December, we dropped points when Liverpool dropped points. So it was a thing where that's where I've questioned the mentality of this team. And I want something different. They didn't show me that. But again, I have to take myself out of the emotion of the game and look at it in terms of after the game, am I happy with a performance? It doesn't have to be, or am I happy with a result at St. James's Park? 100%. 100%.
No, I think we're all happy with the result. There's no doubt about it. But I do think that for too long, the team sort of, I don't know, man, whether it was a sulk or they lost focus, concentration. Maybe it's a combination of all of those. But what I would say is, so for example, I don't think if that penalty incident went our way, I don't think Gabriel does what he did with the Walter Mile. Because I've never seen Gabriel, in all the time I've been watching him, seriously, I've never seen him do that.
I've seen it. I've seen it when
him just drop on the floor
Joe
like
Linton,
that?
yes, when Joe Linton put his
give away a goal.
When Joe Linton put his hands in the back of Gabriel, you remember that game? And obviously he went down, and I said he could have stood up. He went down too early. The same thing happened again.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah? This is what I'm saying. People are forgetting. That's why I'm getting emotional and I'm getting frustrated, because he should know, out of all the players, you're one of the most prolific defenders in the air.
He's our most physical player, full stop.
Physical player. He's our captain when our captain's not there. So why is it that you're losing that battle? You got to
but the thing is, it's not even so much that he lost the battle, Kwarme.
To me, he did. He lost the battle, but he won the war, because obviously he got the winning goal.
Yeah,
but you should know better. You should know better. You should stand your ground. So that's where I'm disappointed as a defender or as a man to another man. You don't go down that easy. You can't. So yeah, we gave ourselves so much to do. Yeah. And from the history, we don't usually... Look, when's the last time we actually won at Newcastle? May 2023. We've lost how many times at St. James's? So that's why I was like, here we go. It's going to be a repeat again. Yeah. Nick Pope is having the game of his life, playing like Buffon, making those world-class saves. I was just like, it's going to be one of those games. And you even said it. After us dominating, what happened? You said, look, we should have got a goal. We needed to get a goal. So yeah, I questioned a lot of the players, and rightfully so. I have to, because I want them to pull through. I want them to show me something. And to be honest, they did. Arteta showed me something. And this is why I have to say, all right, cool, I've got faith in you, Arteta, but sometimes you really do push the boat a little bit. You've then brought on Moreno, and then Odegaard, and they've made an impact. And again, this is where I have to congratulate him and say, you know what? Your changes have made an impact. Yeah. Moreno, again, how many times have people bashed down Moreno? He can't play in a 10. He can't do this, he can't do that. But whatever he does, he still seems to get goals. And it was a fantastic header. Great ball from Declan Rice. Fantastic header from Moreno that brought us back into the game. But we still had a lot to do. And again, what was the thing last week? Oh, you lot are celebrating. You don't want to grab the ball. You don't want to win anything. What did we do? We picked up the ball and we brought it back to the centre part. Yeah. And we said, you know what? We want to win this game. So I saw a change in their mentality. I saw it. That second goal, the winning goal, was so important. So important on so many different levels. Because Liverpool are not playing well, and they're still managing to get results. Okay, they lost at Crystal Palace, that's fine. But we needed to gain an advantage. 2 points away from them, fine. Second thing is, we've played most of the big teams. Well, we've played not Man United. We played Man United away from home. Liverpool away from home. Man City at home. And now we've gone away to Newcastle. We've picked up, 13 points. That's what? And then integrating Eze, Gyökeres, Zubimendi into the game, with our injuries, I would pretty much say, you know what, that's not bad for a start. So I'm happy with that. But I just want a little bit more, Laurie. And, I get it that there's a lot of people that say that we've given up. I haven't given up. It's just, I feel like the title is reloaded now because Arsenal have shown me something that they haven't shown me in the previous seasons, where when the chips are down, can you come back? Can you climb that mountain? Do you understand?
No, I think you make a good point in there, and that brings me very nicely onto Gabriel, because as much as he was at fault...
He weren't climbing a bloody mountain for Walter Mile, was he?
Well, you know what I was going to say, though? As much as I blamed him for that goal that they scored, for the winner, I'm going to give him as much credit as I gave him stick for their goal.
Yeah, so
he redeemed himself in the best possible way, and I'm so happy he did that. No,
100%. It's towering header, Van Dijk-esque. That is a Van Dijk-esque header. Last minute of the game, clinches it, game set match. But I have to say, it's not just Gabriel. It's the fact Odegaard came on and he actually made an impact. And I was sitting there and I was shouting at Christian. I was like, what's Odegaard going to do? And again, look, he proves me wrong, and that's what I want. That is what I want from my captain. He comes off the bench, all right? He's had his shoulder injury, and he still makes a difference, but that's with his quality. You know, you don't have to be the most. You don't have to be a bull in the china shop. He brought a little bit of silk to the game. He threaded that ball through for Miles Lewis Skelly. Unfortunate for him, he couldn't cross it in, but that was good. But then even the corner, he put in a quality corner.
Well, you know what it is though, Kwarme, and this is what we were saying, and this is why sometimes we are critical of the team.
Yeah.
Justifiably so, because we've got game changers on the bench. I made the point before the game, and this is something I stand by.
Yeah.
Arsenal's squad is as strong, if not stronger, than the vast majority of the teams in the Premier League. I think, if I'm being honest to myself, only Liverpool can claim to have a squad as good as ours. And even then, we could say that there are certain elements of our squad that is stronger than them. So we should be winning games like today. Now, that being said, I'm going to pull you up on something that you said, right?
Yeah, go on.
And we're going to deal with this here and now, man to man, mano a mano.
Okay.
You, my friend,
yes, sir.
and you are my friend,
Of
but
course.
I think you got this totally wrong.
All right, go on.
You were suggesting, in fact, you didn't suggest it, you said it outright,
Yeah.
that Arsenal were lucky. And I've said there's no way we were lucky. If you look at the stats of the game, I think it's something like we had 20 shots on goal to Newcastle's 8.
Oh, yep.
No, 20 shots on goal to
Yeah.
Newcastle's 8. On
Okay.
target, they had 3, we had 8 or something like that. We had 60-odd% possession of the game. We created the better chances. I thought we were the better team. I think we deserved the win. Just because we get the goal with a minute or so to go in the game, to me, it doesn't matter whether you score in the first minute, 45th minute, last minute, whatever. To me, Arsenal deserved the win. They were the better team. We didn't play great, but I thought we were the better team. We deserved to win. You seem to be suggesting that because the goal came late that we were lucky. I don't think so. Now it's your turn to respond.
When Martinelli came on, I forgot who he was against. Was it? Yeah, Man City, I think it was. He came on. We was tight in the game, and we were searching for an answer. Eze comes on. Eze obviously puts the ball in over the top. Last few minutes of the game, we managed to get something from it. Today, same thing happens. Obviously, we get our players that come on, and that happens. I don't want it to be a thing where Liverpool, we've seen what happened to Liverpool, where they've done it about 5 or 6 times this season. They haven't been playing well, but they still managed to get a result. Now, don't get me wrong. It shows character. It shows that you can win a title, title winning team. But when I'm looking at the team sheet at 3:30, and it's telling me that squad, I'm looking at that squad and I'm saying, you lot should be able to go out there and win convincingly against Newcastle. This isn't like your bolstering squad with Newcastle with Alexander Isak. This is with whosoever, Anthony Gordon running the lines up top. We're more better on paper than them. Why do we have to turn it into a scrappy game? Because then you're giving them the advantage. And when I looked at it at half-time, when we're 1-0 down, Waterman has scored, Pope is playing the best game, like I said, of the season. I'm just saying, you know what? I can't see us coming out of it. And it seemed like Arteta was trying different things. He's throwing a kitchen sink. We managed to break them down, yes, but it's in the latter stages of the final seconds.
But here's where
so
I'll
for
come
me,
back.
it's lucky.
No,
it
not.
was lucky.
No,
Because
Kwame, I couldn't disagree more. Listen, how was it lucky?
Because
we've
we
all said
shouldn't-
that Gabriel went up and made that header his. That is not luck. That never came off his bum and rolled into the net.
Not down
The
to
man
the
went
goal,
up. It
not
was a
down
great
the goal.
delivery. He went up. He won the header. He beat 3 Newcastle players to the ball. There's nothing lucky.
How many times have you gone to Newcastle and that same moment has happened? We whip a ball in the final minutes or final seconds of the game. Cross comes in, keeper punches it out.
Yeah,
Blow
but
the
he
whistle,
didn't.
that's it.
But he
No,
didn't.
but that's what I'm saying. How many times have we lost at St. James's? It's been a long time. So that's what I'm saying. I just want it that we go there and we exercise our demons. They've done it whichever way. I wasn't happy with the performance. I more care about the result. That's it. And I just want a bit more in terms of quality. But I'm happy because we've exercised our demons now. Hopefully that mentality can build from them and then we can move on. Just a quick one, just to tie up as well. Big shout out or rest in peace to Billy Vigor, I think it is, as well. The guys wore the black armband, and I think that game was dedicated to him as well. So fantastic for what the Arsenal players are doing. I was happy with Eze. He done well, even though I feel like he's still playing out of position. He still made an impact. He was taking shots outside of the box, inside of the box. He was turning up in certain positions. You need him, but I just feel like, again, you play him on the left, guarantee you, when Arteta plays him on the left, you will see Eze, the Eze that I know. But he still managed to make a big impact. Saka was a bit underwhelming, but still, I still feel like he's not 100% fit. Timber, for me, was man of the match, but I guess everyone will, Gabriel will take the plaudits. But look, At the end of the day, 3 points, St. James's Park. Not many teams can do that. We got it done. Well done, boys.
Well said. Good way in which to end. Kwarme, thank you very much.
GFN Soccer TV, with all your favourite shows in one place, is now live in the UK with Samsung TV Plus.